Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video and we'll talk.
Well, hey family, happy Monday. This is Darlene. I'm getting ready to use one of these beads. It's a metal bead that I wrapped with some 18 gauge wire and I put beads on it and some charms. So this is going to be our focal point for the bracelet. And I am going to just be using the 1 millimeter stretch magic, and the link for the stretch magic is in the description area. I am going to be using a nice amount of these beads right here, natural shells, and they have a small hole, so I'm gonna use some of the white beads too. I'm just gonna get ourselves situated to try to start beading. The holes are really small. I know you guys probably can't see me beading because I can barely see with these holes so small. I had bought some of these beads before, and I guarantee you I still have some in a bucket somewhere. And I bought these the last time I was at Joann's because they had, I think, three for $10 or something. And I always try to get the strands that have a lot of beads. It only just makes sense. So this is what it's going to be looking like so far. I'm going to use as many of these as I think I want to use. They take a little longer to bead, but we're going to see what we can do with it. Oh, and with these beads, I generally will make charms. So I might even use a charm to dangle off of here if it don't look like it's too much. Let's see what we got. One, that's 4. 3 on that side. Five on this side. 6 on this side. And then we got 4 on the other side. And then this makes 5. And this one makes 6. And then what we're going to do, so this is what it looks like so far. So then we're going to start jump rings. I'm going to use some of the white beads. And these are 8 millimeter. I think I'm going to use 2. 2 on each side. And these are 6 millimeter. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a gold bead. Let's use a gold bead. These gold beads I got off of Amazon. Link is in the description. They're hollow too. They're not metal. Takes a while to beat it. Wow. Try another one. It's like you would think it would just go straight through because it's like I'm going straight through. There we go. It's like, wow, why is it taking all that? So far this is what we got. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and I think I wanna mix, do I wanna mix some beads? No, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use two of these beads. And then we're gonna put some more, maybe another white bead on each side. And then I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish it off with some of these brown wood beads. Because that's like what we wanted. Something different and really pretty. Right, so let's finish it off with some of these brown beads. And these are 9mm wood beads. Link in the description. And these are the dark brown beads. Really dark. I think, are they called coffee? I think these are called coffee. They call the color coffee because they're so dark. That lighter bead is cappuccino. I don't have one over here, but it's considered to be a cappuccino color. I like the way this looks. Let's do a bead that has a big hole. That's really pretty, especially if it's stacked with some other bracelets. And I put the charms on the top of the focal piece like that to give it the charm effect, so I don't have to hang any charms on it anywhere other than where they are. And I think I'm gonna put one more. I'm gonna put one more bead on here because sometimes people have slightly bigger wrists, or they'll stack them with other bracelets. And of course, the higher up you go on the arm, the bigger the arm is as you stack, stack, stack. So sometimes I will make the bracelets a little bit bigger than a 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, maybe 9.5. I don't think people's wrists are really, that huge. You got to really be, because I've even seen people who are fuller sizes, and even with that, they have smaller wrists. So it just seems like a wrist is kind of like average, average sizes. They don't really. I have seen some big wrists, but it's not like it's. Oh shoot! It's not like that's how I feel when I see a big wrist. Oh shoot! Oh, I'm gonna use this one. I'm glad they did fall off. This one got a big hole, so we'll use that one to close it off. Um, 4. And then we'll put this last one because it has a really huge hole. That means I can make the hole, tie it as big as I want to tie it. So that's like slightly bigger. And I have made bracelets for, like fuller size women. And it's really not too much of a difference. You make enough bracelets, you just pretty much already know how many beads you need to make any size bracelet, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8. I mean, you do it enough, you don't even, you just already know. And if you're using the different size beads, you pretty much know how many beads you need to use. And I'm just double wrapping this because this is that 1mm. And then pulling it nice and tight. Oh. So this is what we got. That's how many times I tied it. And I can do that because it's going to slide right in that big bead like that. And then we hide it. And then we come out with a bracelet that looks like this. It's a little bigger than most wrists, and that's okay because these right here, somebody might want to stack. So if we took some bracelets and we wanted to stack it, that one would go up further, and then you notice it loses the looseness. It's not as loose as if I take these off. That's very loose. But as I began to put the bracelets on to stack, this bracelet goes higher up my wrist, therefore filling in the thicker part. So it's not going to do any of that. So there are times that I will make the bracelet a little bit bigger than all the other bracelets, especially if I'm doing stacks for that reason. And then most people know these are really pretty. I'm gonna probably make this a whole set. Oh, these are all the same though. Oh, that's pretty though. That's really pretty. I like these together. I wasn't even doing that on purpose. But most people know as they stack, you pretty much want to put the biggest bracelet first and then start going up. But I like the way this came out. Really nice, right? And then we just wrap that bead with some 18 gauge wire. And then went ahead and start wrapping some beads. Threaded the beads on there. Start wrapping, tucking, doing all that good stuff. Putting some charms on here. And then there we go. And then we came out with what we see. Very pretty. Really pretty. And it don't take much, especially if you know which supplies you're going to use. Yeah, I really like this. This is nice. I do like the white beads too. If you remember, was it about a week or so ago? I don't know. I made a bracelet that had white bead. I think it was one of the really big white beads that I used, and I really enjoyed the way that came out. So this is really nice too, just using those white beads. Really pretty. Yeah, I really like this one. You guys let me know what you think. It's really nice. Darling Night for Jerry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.